All right.
Right.
We are live. It is Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, and we're having an early one. We're having Jason Q on a Wednesday night. This is special. This is Jason. This is the Wednesday night after both the most train wreck dumpster fire of a debate at the same time. A freaking awesome debate if you know how the game is played. Uh, First of all, how are you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm good. I like the Punisher in the back.
You like that?
I do like
Mom got for me. How about that? Want to make sure I give her a shout out because yeah.
So first
With
of all,
my
before we dive into some crazy stuff tonight, give me your couple minute or so, sir. Your summary of what the hell happened last night.
Well, basically it's easy.
Go ahead.
Trump just outed the media as being completely complacent for everything that the Democrats will ever do. Because if you notice, Biden never answered one question
He
that was
did
asked
not.
of him, not once. And the thing is, I mean, I saw things like something slide down his, everybody's pointed out, sliding down his shirt, messing with his collar. And, he's jamming something in his ear. He's jamming like a pen or something like that in his ear. So, the clone's malfunctioning. It's just, I mean, you could just tell. I mean, Trump didn't want to go like completely like dropping all the booms because he wanted to, save some. But I mean, when he started talking about, oh boy, doing blow on the Navy, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Well, that was the important part. So it's so funny. So I did not desire to go down the road of the contact lens thing today because I'm not as objective on that because I can't see it. And I know his eye color was different, but that's a harder one to pick up because it could be a lot of different things. However, to say that the little thing right here was a wrinkle in the shirt is the most ridiculous thing I've ever a wrinkle doesn't make a half a circle. And then there was there was a legitimate thing. I had somebody on my Facebook post say, and then by the way, I posted it. And Facebook put up a they didn't take me down again, but they said that it was not a legitimate post. There wasn't enough information, that he was not wired. And I'm like, wait a second. So if he brings his hand up and then it goes away,
yeah,
there's something in there. I mean, and no one carries a pen in there.
Yeah. He's not a magician, I mean, it just the guy's just, I mean, it's beyond me how this guy's going to make it. And the thing is, the best thing about Trump is that he just kept on hammering. So it kept his handlers and all that completely off. So you could just tell he just starts jabbing about everything and so much disrespect too. I mean, I'm like, number one, you cannot call him vice president. He's not the vice president.
Correct.
And that's the thing. It's like, for him, I mean, I've never seen somebody plagiarize so much. And then, not to mention, it seemed like he was plagiarizing Trump's speech.
Oh, he plagiarized.
Like plagiarizing Trump. I'm like, oh no, this is no good.
So here's I had this conversation with somebody today. I did not like the Clinton. I did not like President Clinton. I did not like President Obama. But yet, not one time did I ever call them. I don't think I ever said a negative name calling word. I might have said treason. That's a different story. But to call the president a clown on national television, so here's the funny part. If for some reason I had been invited to the White House when Obama was president, I'm going to be fully honest and upfront. I would probably go because it's the White House, it's the president. It's a thing. Doesn't mean I have to like him. I can still go and you're respecting the office, right? However, last night was complete and total disrespect for not only the President of the United States, but the office of the President of the United States.
It was so, and then this guy's going to try to run for it. And the only reason why he's there, let's face it, the only reason why he's there is to keep his records hidden. Because once he is out of public office and he's not running for anything, his records become public. Now, the Democrats are going to have to actually make a decision on, well, when they crack him open, well, he had a surgery 48 years ago in his brain to curb his pedophilia urges. Now, if you're screwing this many children in college that you have to have a surgery to mask this, and you're still over here sniffing little girls, how bad was it?
Okay, you can't drop that knowledge without taking us down that rabbit hole. I've never heard that.
I just did. We've been. Yeah, he had a surgery done. It's a Biden secret surgery. I think it's on YouTube. There's like one thing of it, but yeah, he had a surgery on his brain.
What?
Yeah, I know he had a brain. Couldn't believe it.
That's crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow of thoughts there. You can continue on. I
don't have a flow of thoughts. It's just a bunch of it's just complete hack. That's all. Fake it till you make it, right?
So he freaking had a surgery back in when?
Oh, it's a long time ago, man. He's been in 47. I'm only 44, so I mean, my mom was a minor.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to go look that stuff up. That's you always drop something that no one knows.
Well, I mean, it's all out there. There's just so much here. It's almost like just what else we got, but can't keep it special.
What would you like to start tonight with your bombs? Where would you like to start tonight, sir?
Well,
what is that piece of paper in front of you?
So overnight, there's something I noticed about the drops, right? And if you notice, like I broke these drops, and as you can see,
yeah.
Okay, just so you know. And the thing is that when you type in nobody, right? Because it's a negative connotation. If you type in nobody in the post and everything like that, you have like nobody, nobody, nobody. But then when you type in no one, it's a no one person is above another, right? Well, I did that for a reason, because we kind of found something. And it's actually like, I tried to, like, I printed it. They just wouldn't let me take the whole like site page off. So I'm gonna go ahead and make more copies of this, and I'm gonna try to like weasel the page off so we can post it for everybody. But what we found is the Noon Public Law Covenant, but it's no one. Okay.
The no one public law covenant.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's omniversal law, right? Intergalactic omniversal law. Number one, the law. Yeah. And the thing is when I found this, it had like some crazy shit, because there was an imperial order, which is an executive order, and I know how much you love your blockchain technology.
Yeah.
And the thing is we have a Nibiru Reserve Central Digital Banking System.
Hold on a second. Nibiru Reserve Central. Wait. Hold that up while I type this in.
And then it's Neo, the Matrix.
Central Digital. Okay, you can take it down now.
But the thing is that if you look at the seal. I mean,
what?
Yeah. See? And it's so fancy. It's because, they make you waste all this ink. They put it in black, All right, what was I doing here? I mean, there's some serious intel here, It's in Houston,
dude,
Texas.
I just found it.
Come on.
I'm going to bring it up. Bring it up.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And the thing is that it's community exchange system. Define exchange. I mean, and the thing is, global crypto bank. It has your sovereign card. That's it.
Dude, this is.
I know.
This is no joke, dude. This is Nasera Jacera.
That it is. Oh, you might want to get Saver on the line, huh? Nobody.
Whoa. Okay, whoa. So
Yep,
wait a second. So this opens stuff because
sure does.
So okay, there's so many roads I can go down here right now. Let me pick these. You go ahead, and then I'll pop in as I need to.
Okay, so it's right here. Imperial Order General Solutionist. It says, know all men and women by these present to be service to all. On or before August 24th, 2016, day before his birthday, all gold and silver coin, gold and silver bullion, gold and silver certificates, international and national banknotes, documentary credits, and all negotiable instruments, including but not limited to the United States dollar, which is now owned by Nibiru Reserve Pool, branch or agency, or to any member pool in the Bank of Nibiru Reserve System. Now remember, it was off planet, right?
Right.
This whole system, the whole quantum system. It's on another planet. It's on planet X.
Oh my.
5-5.
Okay, guys. So hold on one second, guys. People are saying that your mic is muffled. It sounds perfect on my end.
Okay.
So mine sounds perfect. It sounds perfect on my end, but I don't know what they're dealing with. So keep on going.
Well, the thing is, if it's muffled, I could change the headphones if they want, and we could do a quick fix.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Go for it. I mean, I don't hear it on my end, so mine you're good on my end, but
yeah, because when I used them last time, this mic, when I listened to the playback, it did sound muffled. It sounded like somebody had a bedsheet over my face and they were beating the hell out of me.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and change it out. Let me download this while you're doing that.
And all right.
You still hear me while you're doing it or no? Negative. Okay. All right, guys. He's working on that. It sounded fine on my end, but we'll do it anyway just to make sure there's no other problem. I am trying to download this thing because that would be phenomenal. So bear with us. If he jumps back on. Are you back in? Can you hear me? Okay. Take your time.
All right.
Golden.
Hold on 1 second. Where you at? Okay. Okay.
Yes, he's connecting, guys. We know what we're doing. We know. We've done this a few times. Just
calm down. Calm down. Not going anywhere. Gito Pete's. Everybody's all worked up. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Grab a Coke and smile. Man. I tell you what.
Goodness. Man, so while you're talking, I'm one very, very fascinated by this Nibiru thing, but also I'm concerned because it has a UN
All
logo
right.
on it.
Let's see. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm good. Yeah, I got you.
No, I can't. Okay, let's see this. Hold on a second.
I can hear you.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see this. Okay. That. All right. How about that?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Good. We're good.
All right. Do I sound muffled?
You sound fine to me.
All right.
Fire away while I get this up.
All right. Let's see. But yeah, so they have like these the more coins, the world currency.
Yep.
And because I never knew much about the whole blockchain, because I mean that's just like not my thing. That's your thing, and that's where I become a student. And I mean they have some really like damn good articles in this, like the African Union. Like we have all the letters of intent for the African Union, for the United Nations, for the World Service Authority. And they also have this. They have the Omni Insured Deposit Resolution. It's like a 90-page resolution, and it's all about the whole banking. So,
Omni Insured Deposit Resolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. You can just keep on talking, and I'm just gonna look at this.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. And the thing is, it's the complete destruction of the entire central banking system. I mean, it's gone, and it's beyond just. I mean, just what this means is so huge. And going back to those posts that they talked about, like no one person is above another, right? And that's huge because, like you've seen before, where a lot of people will be, they'll think they're like, like there's like a tiered system in the whole Q movement. It's like everybody's. I mean, I don't want anybody following, me or anything like that. It's like I want people, side by side. That's it, all the way through. I mean, I don't care who you are, whatever. It's like it's the only way we're going to do it, and because we got to do it right, and we are doing it right because the more people are learning, they're engaging, and we're getting it done. So it's actually.
There's a World Credit Union.
Yes.
So here's the question. The first question I have, and I'll go into Nibiru in a second.
Yep.
How is this not a new world? Now, it could be a new world order, but it also could it be a positive new world order?
Well, and that's the thing. There was a positive new world order that we actually were going to do, but then these dickbags decided to show up and pretty much screwed all up. So
Thanks.
It's just crazy because when you look at this, like the whole laws that they have, they have the law of divine oneness, the law of vibration, the law of action, the law of correspondence, the law of cause and effect, the law of compensation,
the
law of attraction.
That's all natural laws.
That's it. We're going all back to natural law, baby. Woo! That's it. It's just, and it's just like it's great. I mean, find it. It's like overnight, and that's the thing. I mean, if you can't find it, just it's out there. But I just have a hard time getting the. I mean, I'm not real computer literate, so is what it is.
Yeah.
But we also have the new Unified City-States Constitution. which, I mean, and it says, we the people of known society by way of new unified city-states, kingdom, country, dominions of Atlan, Mu, Ganawa, and Lemuria, and the global district of Nuapia under the Holy See of Nun. Now, the thing is with Nun...
Did you say Lemuria?
Yeah, Lumeria. Lumeria.
You're talking about off-world stuff here, man.
Damn right.
This is galactic. This goes galactic.
Well, the thing is, it could be outside the ice wall too.
Right.
Because it's, and the thing is, it's like, it's when you mention about the Holy See of Nun, that actually brings up the Book of Numbers.
Oh, by the way, guess what I got in the mail? Look what I got in the mail, dude.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh,
I got it like 2 days ago.
Telling you what, that book is that's a life changer right there.
So
I mean, it's just
wait. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, now I know what the storm is in December. The storm is Nibiru coming back around, causing flooding.
Yes, I bet it was.
Because it's going to get too close to Earth, and that's... Dude.
And it's making a pickup. Because the thing is, remember, Nibiru is a prison planet.
That is correct.
So, they could take that biatch that's cryogenically frozen up in Greenland right now and throw her right on board, Han Solo style. Because he did shoot first. Don't care what anybody said.
So
he did.
Now, the biggest thing that people are going to freak out about is this is a horribly horrible New World Order. I'm going to tell you right now, that's what people are going to freak out about.
You know what? No, it's not. Horrible New World Order. If you think about it, okay, if this is the horrible New World Order, so should we just hop on board with the Democrats and the pedophiles and all the satanic? I mean,
and that's what I wanted to bring up. I thank you for exactly saying that without me setting you up for that. I wasn't trying to. Is we have two choices. Unless God intervenes and handles the whole thing, we have two choices right now. You have a cabal or you have Trump. And I know, trust me, you can say, oh, I'm not going to vote either way. I'm going to vote libertarian. I'm going to vote independent. Good, go for it. It's not going to work because obviously you have two people that are running for it. One of them is going to go in. Trump is the only chance we have. And so if this does occur and we do live in a duality world, then you got to pick light or dark. And I would rather have some semblance of light in this than I would being in prison the rest of my life by a bunch of pieces of shit that's pedophile and do whatever they do to children.
I mean, honestly, if people are going to vote libertarian because they're going to be a complete crybaby about this, they should just move to China then. I mean, honestly, Trump has done more in his time in the White House than any other president that I know of. I mean, and then he's got one arm tied behind his back. He's got, all these satanic Zionists that are trying to, kill him. He's doing the job for free. And then you have these people that are just sitting here just, crybabies, libertarians. He's going to sit here and he's going to wipe out all your debt. I mean, he got rid of the central banking system. He got rid of everything. What more do you want out of this man? I mean, shit. If I had a pussy, I'd let him grab mine. Shit. That's how good this guy is. He's just a great guy. I mean,
Sorry, I'm just
like
typing
last night, Biden.
While you're talking,
That's okay. Biden's going off about him, like, oh, he hasn't done anything for the black people. I was like, coming from the guy that wrote the 1994 crime bill that locked them all that makes a lot of sense. I mean, just go to the polls and vote for Trump. Seriously, if you're here doing this now, why would you vote any other way?
So,
I mean, you see he's busting his ass for you.
So,
I mean, what do you want?
So you're 100% that this thing takes effect.
Why not? I mean, what else is going to? I mean,
I just saw it for the first time tonight. That's why I'm asking.
We didn't dig deep enough into this. It's just it's all about just digging and finding it.
It's interesting that it's a world credit union and not a world bank.
Because the banking system, because bank is bad, right?
And a credit union is good.
See, credit union would be the light.
Correct. Credit unions are positive. They're good. They're owned by their communities typically.
See?
Yeah. By the way, this is the Keys of Enoch, the book. People are asking, what is it? I just got it a couple days ago. Some of it's quite interesting.
It is a fabulous book. I mean, it is like his is kind of a cherry looking because he just got it. So I think it's all. I mean, it was a gift to me, but for $50, it's well worth 10 times.
Oh yeah, the $50 was nothing for this. Like I just looked through it the first couple times, and like literally 2 pages I read, it's like okay, $50 already paid off itself.
Yeah, and the thing is that like right here, because they talk about keys, right, in the drops. Now in key 113, right? Now remember on 11 -3 or 11.3, Podesta is indicted, right?
Yes.
Now they have it says this key was explained in terms of the higher thinking intelligence, which functions as a field of creative education in the repairing of the universes. And it wouldn't be so like deep or anything like that until you get. In fact, you can go to it. It's page 124, which is a 7. It's in your book, and number 10. And it says, furthermore, great earthquakes, which cannot be ascertained, shall come from the core of the earth and will lay China in ruins from the region of Yumen and Wuwei in the west to Tianjin, Tangshan, and Yingao in the east. Now, Wuwei is Wuhan and Huawei combined.
What?
Yeah, exactly what it is. And then they talk about number 16, as the Earth passes into its final phase, a boomerang effect of hot neutral matter will cause a great fluxing of sediments and shake the wings of the dove that mark the continent of the New Jerusalem. In the middle of Jerusalem, the U, the S, the A are all bold.
Wow.
It says, out of continental rupture and shifting, a great bridge of land will rise out of the Pacific towards the south, and a great bridge of land will rise out of the Atlantic in the area of the equator. Bridge 1, bridge 2. I mean, this book is so just, it's.
So I was also, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I want to bring something up because, and let me see if while you're doing that, let me see if I can find him on Twitter. And this is very important. Some people will not fully understand this, and it's okay. I just want to show you. I'm going to show you this Twitter feed. I don't know if you follow this guy or not, but I highly suggest you follow him. It is Billy Don. Yes. I am
Valiant Thor.
So something that I'm going to show you here, and he says it several times. And this is something I've been studying for probably 10 years now, along with he's okay. I want to see if I can find it quickly. I say quickly, and it's going to take forever. So if you have anything to add, here you go. So he says a very important word in there. Here's a string of gnosis for you all, meditation oriented and joy. Okay, obviously now the key word here is this gnosis. Now the reason I say that is because this is actually called the Book of Knowledge, right? Of Keys of Enoch. That's also what the Bible is supposed to be, is a book of knowledge. Now, what they don't tell you is the bad guy Illuminati, they call it enlightenment, or the top of the pyramid is Luciferianism, right? The real top of the pyramid, which they don't want you to know about, is gnosis, knowledge. Trump is in, I'm going to say this like this is kind of my butchering of the words, because he's not, I don't think he's in a quote unquote church. Trump belongs to the church of gnosis, or knowledge, right? He knows what is going on. He not all the elite work in the world of gnosis, or knowledge, and that's what we're all supposed to be reading or understanding. But they freaking stole it from us, and you're not supposed to know the knowledge stuff. They use it to their advantage, and my understanding is, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. My understanding is Trump knows about it. He's at the top on the other side, and he's trying to take out the dark side to let us understand what gnosis really is, and understand the knowledge of the top of the pyramid, basically,
of everything. And that's the thing. I mean, it's when you talk about like the Gnostic Illuminati.
Yep.
That there's good and bad with everything.
That is correct.
It's it's like when President Trump came forth with last year with on May 1st. Well, it was what, April 30th?
Yeah.
April 30th or April 20th, when he dedicated May 1st to being Law Day USA, right?
Right.
And it's like the man can't do anything. Right here. And the thing is that what he just did is he literally just stepped right on the throat of the Illuminati, because the Illuminati were founded on May 1st, 1776 here, and they weren't the United States yet, but it was here that they founded them here. So
there's the post I was looking for. The moment you decide that you are in fact an infinite light being playing a game is the moment your conscious will expand into the creation, and the fire inside burning for truth ignites your universal mind. Holy balls. Then you gnosis, knowledge, knowing, understanding who you are, and then a 3, a 6, a 9. Welcome to Tesla, baby. Welcome to understanding who you actually are, what you are, a infinite spiritual being.
And welcome to the game you're playing. We actually have the game. We have it all. The game.
What is in that, sir?
This is the game that we're playing. We are actually in a game. The video game.
Oh, you were going to drop this last time. You almost dropped it. You're going deep. I like it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that, remember they said all for a LARP?
Yep.
No, not for a LARP. It's not a LARP. But what we are, that's thanks. We are in an active alternate reality game. I love it. So the thing is that because when you start digging and all that, they have unique terminology in ARGs, right? And let me know if these sound familiar. Puppet Master.
Yep.
The Curtain.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Rabbit Hole. This is not a game. I mean,
similarities to and differences from other forms of entertainment? Yeah,
computer. I mean, it's
video games.
Exactly, and the thing is, it says that and non-player characters in ARGs are controlled by real people in real time, not by computer AI, right? Because there's massively multiplayer online role-playing games, and we play ourselves. The whole "this is not a game" aesthetic is distinctive to ARGs not being present in RPGs or LARPs, in role-playing games. So this is not a game is only active in alternate reality games because we're playing as ourselves. So, but how many times have we played? It's like right here, planted shills. I mean, this whole thing, it's just beautiful. It says, attempt to begin games with stealth launches to fulfill "this is not a game" aesthetic. Stealth bomber. I mean, this whole thing, and it says like basic design principles, right? It says storytelling as archaeology, platformless narrative, designing for a hive mind. A whisper is sometimes louder than a shout. Real life as a medium. Collaborative storytelling, not a hoax. I mean, they talk about Wizards of the Coast, Wizards and Warlocks. And I mean, there's just so much. I mean, you just when you stumble upon stuff like this, it just I don't know how. I mean, for me, it's almost like beautiful because
go ahead. You know what's funny?
It's all right there. Yeah,
people are asking how you get out of the game. Guess what? I have a rude awakening for you. It's always going to be a game. Welcome to
the suck.
Welcome to life. Life is a game, and you can look that up in spiritual knowledge. You can look that up on Q. Q talks about it's. And I'm not trying to align this with Q and saying Q is God. That's not what I'm saying. Is life is a game, and this is how this is. Even if you get off planet Earth, even if we take down the prison bars, guess what? It's a vast universe with lots of games.
Well, and the thing is too is that why would you want to leave this game? I mean,
learn how to play it.
Well, the thing is, what if like this game in this realm, in this dimension? What if what we're doing now? I mean, everything has a consequence. I mean, whether it's going to be positive or negative. What if what we're doing now is going to like boost, boost our rating in the next realm? Or if we failed, then we just go back to zero, or
Actually, we have to win this game on Earth because this affects other planets and other galaxies.
Oh, and whoever doesn't want that doesn't want to play, it's like you didn't even know we were playing a game. So just go back to just not even remembering how you're doing. Because I mean, look at the studio that's doing it. I mean, seriously.
What is it? Boom Studios?
Boom. I mean, it's all. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. It's like Biden. Come on. Come on, man.
What is Boom Studios?
Dog-faced pony soldier. It is founded in June 1st, 2005 by Ross Ritchie and Andrew Cosby. Ross Ritchie, RR.
I found it.
There you go. See?
Dude. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
This person that guy right there on the cover, you know who that looks like? You ready? I can tie this to Trump. You know who that looks like?
Who?
Watch this.
Woo! Woo!
Welcome to Roman Reigns of the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Hey, did you see The Rock's titties?
I did. So look at this. Now this is a newer picture of him. He looked different before, right?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Berserker!
And by the way, they are playing the WrestleMania playbook for this whole thing.
Well, because look at Vince McMahon, you know?
Vince McMahon and Donald Trump, very good friends on the side.
And Vince's wife is in President Trump's cabinet.
Correct. Linda McMahon works.
Linda, that's her name.
Directly
with
Linda.
I love it. God, I love this. I mean,
what else you got there in front of you?
Oh, we got tons of shit. We got tons. I mean, we just got like we got some of the games, but like right here. I mean, I don't know how this got in here, but it has to do with like all the maps, and that was the New Yorker hotel. That doesn't have anything to do with this one, but so we have the alternate reality game, and the thing is, it says that Boom Studios Unthinkable starts now with online alternate reality game. Now, the thing is, it says Unthinkable follows Alan Ripley, a best-selling author who joins a think tank commissioned after 9/11 to think the unthinkable and protect America from possible nightmare terrorist scenarios. But years later, when the think tank's imaginary terror plots become frighteningly real, can he stop the unthinkable from coming to pass? I mean, you know how everything we see in the movies, that's how the Khazarian mafia, are pulling theirs. Well, who's to say that the video games is where the military intelligence is actually doing theirs, because there is the Project Architeuthis. I can't pronounce that ever.
So here, while you're doing that, I'm going to pull something else up.
Pull up. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, it's okay. And it says it talks about a woman, Maria, a brave Navy cryptologist, has snuck aboard the ship. Now, remember they said there was a Honduran woman that they rescued, and they'll introduce her when they do. Now, they've mentioned over the course of the next 18 days. Now, the key about these 18 days is when they abandoned our flag in 1999.
Yeah.
And Russell J. Gould and David Wynn Miller, when he got it, they had 18 days to do this. So it's like, just coincidence? No. I mean, it's like, yeah.
I'm going to show you this while you're talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at that. So you know what that says?
I hear the game Triple H.
Triple H the game. You know what that means, right? You know who Triple H is?
I know who Triple H is.
So there's Triple H. Guess who Triple H, by the way, is?
He is. He's related to who was it?
There's his logo. It's called the Game. He's called the Game, and they also have the King of Kings, right? And guess who he just happens to be? He happens to be Vince McMahon's son-in-law.
Oh, that's right. He didn't. Yeah, and the thing is that if you look on Post 1000, they had the H in it's just,
You're watching a game, folks.
And guess what else they mentioned here about games? Warhammer 40,000.
Is that a game?
Yeah, well, it's a big game. Now, the thing about it is that 40,000, you know, think about 40,000 V versus 40,000. I mean, it's almost like,
I have it right
here
here.
you go. Come on. See, we're playing a game.
The Galaxy at War.
Well, that's what they were doing with Halo. They were recruiting people from playing that to actually go into space.
It's called The Dark Millennium: A Fight for the Future of Humanity Across a Vicious, War-Torn Galaxy.
Man,
dude, they are they are literally. We need people to understand this. Between video games and Hollywood, they are literally telling you exactly what they're doing, but they're doing it with magic so that you don't know. Continue on, sir.
All right. Just want a little, so they talked about this Project Architutus, and this is the greatest. It says the game dubbed Project Architutus launches Monday, and this was in 2014, on the Navy's Cryptology and Technology centric Facebook page. Posts have hinted at the game's already for the page's nearly 17,000 fans, where at least a few on-the-ball etymology buffs have noted that the game's monk ear means giant squid. Could that be a clue? Well,
so break that down for everybody.
I think so. I mean, the whole giant squid, if you think about it, who are we, like, when they say, like, the whole Leviathan, who are really defeating? It's like, there you go. I mean, everything's a symbol, and just the sheer the evil that these people are playing with. And they mention about, because this was part of the Cicada 3301. Now, I didn't know like a lot about that. I mean, there's a lot of smart people in on that.
So give them kind of a layman's terms on what you're talking about here, so they fully understand and can grasp like this concept, because we talked about this a week or so ago off air.
And what it is that the Cicada 3301 is like a group. Like everybody's anonymous on there and everything, and they were completing these puzzles, like social puzzles. And they had a certain amount of time and all that. So what they were doing is like, they're basically like, it's like a recruiting tool. Because if you think about like the Black Hats and all that, they're DEF CON, because DEF CON is two words. Because the DEF and the CON, the reason why they put the DEF is it's the number 3 on the phone, but that's the letters. So, it goes ABC, DEF, because they call them freakers, PHREA, they call freaking, where they would, use like a landline, and it'd make like a certain tone, and it would like unlock different things. And it's insane, because I mean, it's go all the way back to like, I remember the movie Hackers and everything. But man, what they're doing and what we have, Oh, and I want to make sure this gets out there. No, not you. We had Elon Musk. This might be our D5. Deus Ex.
What is that? Go into that.
It's a series of role-playing video games, right? Now, Elon Musk has mentioned this numerous times. Now, there are 6 games, right? Deus Ex in 2000, it came out. Deus Ex Invisible War 2003. Deus Ex Human Revolution, 2011. Deus Ex The Fall, 2013. Deus Ex Go in 2016, and Deus Ex Mankind Divided in 2016.
Really?
Yes. And the thing is, this is so real that each game has a distinct story, right? They're games within games, right?
Okay.
Now, several of the societies mentioned or shown are inspired by real-world and invented secret societies of the conspiracy theories. Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna
And
bring
the
it
thing
up.
is, when they talk about the Storm, one of the developers was Ion Storm, right?
Yep.
Now, when we talk about Ion, talk about D5 because that is the Ion Avalanche, because it's a magnetron sandblast. Will be used to trigger an ion avalanche, and this is where we're gonna get woke up to go to the Sun Gate.
What is that one under?
This one's under notes. It's not the video game. This is actual. Yeah, this
Okay,
is.
keep
We're
going.
leaving. And it says that it would be used to trigger an ion avalanche, and the force of the blast will transport a majority of humanity up to the Sun Gate, where the Eye of Horus gates are currently positioned for exit.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Say that again.
Yes. That the force of blast will transport a majority of humanity up to the Sun Gate, where the Eye of Horus gates are currently positioned for exit. And it's, I mean, yeah. So it says those being raptured, rescued, snatched up are those using the West Gate and will be moved to the Sirius star system via the Almanac Stargate in Orion's belt. There is one other group using the Eye of Horus gates, and that is a group using the East Gate. Okay. And those going east will be moved to the Spica star system via the Altair Stargate after the Second Coming. The groups are transported based on their frequency within the three ranges. There will be some humans whose bodies are incapable of withstanding a 5D blast of this magnitude. A third group are not human. They're either Cain hybrids or humans who have lost their soul and are no longer inside the host vessel. This group, the Luciferians, is being poured to the pits. Fuckers. The Westworlders' journey begins inside an Ascension support vehicle, Space Force. There, they will stay inside a light chamber for 3 days to repair DNA and restore their body to an optimal condition. The 5D blast uses magnetism and sound waves to accelerate a specially prepared region, highly charged ions in space. The sound of the blast will likely meet the human ear as a blaring trumpet. As this, I know, I'm like, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm fall off the turnip truck.
It sounds crazy, and it makes sense.
We even have a drawing.
Hold on. Let me bring you up so you can see that. Okay, there you go.
See, I drew it, so it's got to be right, right? Oh, but it says as this colossal sound wave expands, it will ignite the ion base, generating a ion avalanche.
Ion avalanche.
The blast will come from what appears to be a mysterious, oddly shaped covered base station deep beneath Mayat Island, off the coast of Africa, between Africa and Madagascar. White has performed a test on the system's ability on November 11th, 2018, which is in the drops 11/11/18, the parade. Let you know. That was the 17-second waveform that felt on the Schumann resonance. Remember, there was 17 seconds missing. There it was. It says big seismic event rang the earth. The reason some people believe the rapture is a false teaching is that the light chamber, process. And the thing is that also every 17th letter in 1 Genesis, right, in the Old Testament is coded as the rapture. So those that want to go, if they have their, Old Testament, they can actually go and actually double check it, because remember they said it's the most powerful avalanche of them all. It's going to be a sound avalanche through space.
Right.
I'd say that's pretty damn powerful. I mean, not speaking for the group, but speaking for just common sense decency of the world, we'll go for that. And the things like we have the metaverse, a list of alternate reality games, and and because this is where it started, do androids dream of electric sheep? And for some reason this is where, for some reason, it's just up here. I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, this is something that's, something that Soros would, have his little grubby, filthy little sausage fingers in. And and they talk about Skynet, also with it, because it's a liquid metal, how it expands, contracts, and that's cloning. It's like, well, okay, that's kind of wild. But this is it's so hard to just, grasp this.
Let me read something.
Yeah, go ahead. Please do.
So all I did was Googled Sungate, Eye of Horus gates for position of exit. I just Googled that. Okay. That's all I did. And I came up to this. It's called, I don't know what this book is called. It's, but it says Gateway number 1, the Lion Gate, winter solstice sunrise, summer solstice sunset. It shows some caves, and it says this gateway. Hold on. There's a picture here. I want to make sure I get this correct. How about gateways? And then it says this gateway lying between the northwestern edge of Table Mountain and Lion's Head cradles the setting sun on the day of the summer solstice, 22nd December, channeling a breathtaking path of golden light across the mother city. This saddle, known to Capetonians as Kloof Neck, is a passageway between Table Mountain and Lion's Head through which those who live in the city bowl travel to teach the beautiful beaches of Camps Bay and Clifton. On the other side of the Sun Gate are 2 huge marker stones. One, a solar disc, marks the southern entrance of the gateway, and another, a rhombic diamond, is on the northern entrance, which intersecting, interestingly enough, is aligned to magnetic north. Together, these 2 marker stones act as sentinels to the path of light entering and exiting the gateway at sunrise and sunset. Lion's Head is the most extreme northwesterly outcrop of the Table Mountain chain. It is best viewed from the east, where it can be seen in its famous crouching lion position. resembling the uncannily the great Sphinx of Egypt. The crouching lion in Egyptian hieroglyphics forms part of the name of Cleopatra. So I'm not going to go into all this, but this is basically laying out a whole bunch. This is Pathways of the Sun, unveiling the mysteries of Table Mountain and beyond. Dude, you're talking about gateways.
Yeah, we got portals, gateways, stargates, all the good stuff. I mean, it's all here.
Okay.
They want us to dig. We're gonna dig, and that's what we do.
I went to 10:30, and I said we weren't going to go all night tonight because I have gotten zero sleep after last night. So we're going to do a little bit of question and answer. Is that cool now?
Yeah, that's fine. It's good.
Okay. Who has questions for Jason? We're going to take questions. All right. We're going to take questions on anything you can think of. Vegas. Okay, Vegas. Vegas was give us like a minute or two summary of Vegas. I know that's fast, but
what it was a double assassination attempt on President Trump and bin Salman. What they wanted to do also was, the whole Stephen Paddock. He kept on taking all the rifles and everything, and the guns up to the 32nd floor, and it was a complete staged event. And the thing about it is that when you listen to the videos, right, of that night, everybody's taking videos. When they show you the rifles and everything like that he's fully used, none of them could be used, because when you listen to the cadence of all the gunfire from the black helicopters, there's no possible way at them. That's an M249 saw. I mean, you could tell. I mean, even if he had the AR-15s and they're fully auto, you can only go whatever round clip he had, 30 round, 50 round. But I mean, to hear it going that long and that sustained, no way. I mean, no. And plus, that to do as much damage as he did, no, that's impossible as well. Because and then they found him in he was in Atlantic City later on the week, and gambling, of course, because gonna be an addict, might as well go for it all. So now, because there's no way that he would have, because I have a picture of the crime scene, whatever you want to call that, and there's no way that he used a revolver on himself. This was a clone. You could look at the, where the gun was actually positioned, where the cops put it, whatever, the FBI, and for them to just pass that over and not even look into it, it's insane, because that was actually an Illuminati card as well, for the Illuminati game, and it was the Jack Ace card, right? Because the Jack and Ace is blackjack, but also who was on stage singing at that very time? It was Jason Aldean. That's a Jack and an Ace, J-A. I mean, they have this down to a science, and it's like, it's so just, it's almost like just beyond insane that they would even do this, because we have I don't know if you knew that they had Q drops before Q actually went live on October 28th, but we actually saved them and all that, everything. So we have them actually, and because they had Sarah Sanders on there, she was mega on, and they had just a bunch of others, and it was back in a May. So they were dropping all this stuff all summer long. And then you had more, we were just back there in the page and just dropping all there, because nobody really knew what it was then.
Right.
but they were like setting it all up. They were trying to find the right way to just to get everybody together and say, look, man, shit's gonna be going down. Here's what it is. And they actually it was like real time that they were actually putting a lot of the Q&A and everything like that on there. So I mean, they were actually talking about it as it was happening. So wow. I mean, it's because
are you still down for POTUS resigning on October 3rd?
I am. I mean, he's got to resign. I mean,
it's not going to be publicly, right? It's going to be behind the
scenes. It can't be publicly.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like that's with the whole everything's happening right now. You've got Emmett Sullivan. You have General Flynn. You've got everybody that's just jumping in this. And the thing is also we had there was an article out there that Amy Coney Barrett, and they mentioned that she's a huge fan, right, of a certain part of the Constitution. It was called stare decisis. Now we went over it way before it even came out because it had to do with Emmett Sullivan and his ruling there that it's like, it's right here, guys, we got this. Of course you have your people saying no, it's bullshit. It's like, and here we go. It's like, guys, come on. I mean, we're doing it for all of us. Not trying to be right, but it's like, people, hey, live people.
I'm live.
Should I answer it and say,
No. What is the deal behind 3, 6, and 9 with Tesla? What was it? What about 3, 6, and 9? Why 3, 6, 9? Rapid fire questions. Sorry.
It is because it's all about it's like a star because the lines it's like 3, 6, 9, 12, and it always adds up to it goes. Damn it. Yeah, I'll post it. People can read it.
Okay, cool.
It's one of those that there's so much to it that it's like it talks about the vibrations and the wavelengths and everything. So I mean it's they always add up to them. 3, 6, 9. You always add up to 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15, which 1 plus 5 is 6, and it just completes the whole. I mean, it's a massive just equation, and it never goes. It always completes to 9. 3, 6, 9.
Got it. Who's Q?
I mean,
a team.
The thing, I mean, it's actually all of us. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you have Q, which is the you have the highest form of learning, which is Q, and that was in Scientology, which is like really like in the beginning of all this, it's really a big part of it.
Okay, so that's gnosis technically. So that's knowledge. Yes. You're going back to that, which is what the Masons were doing originally. They got infiltrated.
Well, and the thing is with Scientology, it got infiltrated, and then that's when you had.
Do you think there's a team of Tesla? You said Tesla. You said Marconi.
Yes.
Do you really think like Elvis and Michael Jackson are actually a part of this whole damn thing? Like, is it that? Yes, no.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, the thing is like, when you're talking Tesla, Marconi, and all that, I mean, we're talking scientists. Actually, they designed and built all of our technologies for the whole golden age. I mean, they took 10,000 years of technology and condensed it down to 10 years, and they're getting ready to give it to us. And it's like, I mean, it's almost like, for all these people, like, they bitch about this and they don't like that. It's like, there's people that, like, even though life to them sucks or whatever, it's like these people, they're like, oh, well, we're going to go ahead and become immortal, but because we are biologically immortal entities, but instead of doing things for us, we're going to help humanity. So we're just going to be here in this crater in Venezuela, and we're just going to do everything we can for these people because, lo and behold, it's like, we don't need it. We already have all the brains and everything, and this is all us. But,
you want to see something crazy?
Sure.
You want to see something crazy? Here you go.
That's it.
What does that look like?
Venezuela.
Those are Tesla towers being built.
Oh, that's sexy.
Look at that.
That's a nice man.
Let me blow this video up so people can see it.
It's awesome. I mean, it's just it's so great.
That is in where is that? Hold on.
Man, it's just
hold on. Let me try to find crap.
Man.
Hold on a second. I want to show you where that was. I haven't followed them. Should follow them. Translate the bio. The time of awakening and freedom of humanity. That was out of
what does that say on that? Does that say just Sarah? I mean,
it's just Sarah, yeah.
Okay, because there's nobody that can actually prove that. It's just
So I don't know what those are. I mean, obviously they look like towers, but obviously you'd have to make. But why are they being? What are those, and why are they being built? Right?
Free energy, right?
Yeah, I just think it's kind of crazy they're being built some random place, and God knows where. I thought that was interesting, though. Question: yeah. Who else has got a question? Yes, somebody mentioned what is the G in Freemasonry? The G was actually for gnosis, which is knowledge. That's what it was in the Grand Architect source. That's what they're going. That's what they were looking for. That's what they were trying to. That's what they actually did figure out, and then it got overtaken by the Bavarian Illuminati, which got replaced with Luciferianism. Saturn worship, right?
Saturnalia.
And guess what? There's a reason why the President of the United States is such a fan of the Founding Fathers and a fan of Thomas Jefferson, because he knows the gnosis. He knows what's at the top from a light standpoint. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
I definitely would. And the thing is, too, is that, like with this whole Saturn worship, when did Saturn worship, when did it end? I mean, what day did it end? It started on December 17th, and it ran to December 25th, which that's what they thought, because the Romans were, with the Gnostics and all that. I believe the Romans were, but the thing is they practiced whole Saturnalia as well.
Right.
Because they would spend a whole week, and like that movie, The Purge, they would do that for a whole week. And I mean, no holds barred, you got people just, you're nice people. They're just kicking people's heads in. And you have other people that are just, going around killing people and raping people. It's so just, it's so archaic, but it's just, That's what they do, and it just ends on December 25th. You know, and people sit here and say, "Oh, that's Jesus' birthday." It's like,
It was
don't
not
think
Jesus'
so.
birthday. It was not
You
Jesus'
know,
birthday. By the
no.
way, so it's almost 11. Let me break that little myth. December 25th was not. It is well known. Even theologians know this. It is not Jesus' birthday. That has been totally
Debunked.
taken over. That is, sorry. There's pagan religions, folks. Sorry to tell you that. If you didn't know that,
and
go
the thing
ahead.
is too is that with the cross and everything, it's a deconstructed cube. You know, you put it back together. It's a cube, and when you look at a was it the you know, you got what is it, the like the whole cross and everything.
Yep.
And then you have the inside the Star of David, because you draw the hexagon and you put a dot in the center, right? And you go from there, and you can actually draw a 3-dimensional cube
Right.
inside of it. And that's the whole thing. I mean, it's not like you want to say that it's this thing, but you know, it's hidden in plain sight. It's
Right.
exactly what it is.
Right.
I mean, and the thing is that you feel bad for these people, because you know, people are just going to start, you know, cracking at the seams, and they're going to get all pissed off because they've been lied to, and how could they? It's like we've all been lied to. I mean, you know, just you know, put the big boy pants on, big girl panties, whatever, and just say, you know, what do we got to do? You know, it's like we want to learn, and you know.
Here's the last thing we're gonna do tonight. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read you the cue drop.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
If anybody, because you know, for Friday or something like that, but next week, if we want to do cloning.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a real hot one, and we could actually do extraterrestrials as well.
Cool.
Like different groupings and all that. So just to let Mo, and
I'm gonna go through this last cue drop, and then we'll call it. So it goes to a link of the Federalist, which the Federalist is Davis, Sean Davis, CIA Director Gina Haspel is blocking declassification of remaining Russiagate documents. This was dropped, I think, tonight, actually. Some believe the protection of agency is what matters most. Some believe the declassification or public disclosure of truth and rebuilding of agency is what matters most. Apply same to FBI, apply same to state. Any attempt to buck the system, no matter severity of crime, and they will fight back. Self-preservation. Shadow game. Shadow game. Prevent public exposure of truth. Why? People united have the power that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same objective, evinces a design you hang in there, to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. Dude, they're gonna abolish. They're gonna abolish a destructive government and create a new republic.
Well, the thing is too is that they're going to also remember what they said. The CIA is that, you know, it's virtually. I mean, it's irreparable. I mean, the CIA has got to go. Period. I mean, that's. I mean, just go, and you feel bad because, you know, when they do this, I mean, they're gonna have, there will be some animals that get displaced, or something happens, but the sheer savagery that these like imbeciles have done over the years, I mean, it's not anything just normal to it, or that's even human, and they're not. Because every time that's why they created the whole CERN in the first place. They had the Large Hadron Particle Collider. Every time they collide, I mean, it make like a loud boom. It's just
Right.
And it would change what's the name brain dead now.
Right.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll go into that some night too. How about that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, and the election. How you we're gonna go live with the election too. And
so this is what I'm thinking. So I do not have confirmation of this yet, but so listen in, folks, because this will get interesting. So this Friday, President Trump has a rally literally 10 minutes from my house. So I was definitely already going to plan on going. So I don't know if we'll have a live show that night. I'll definitely, if I'm there, I'll go live from the show. But it's not going to be obviously an hour-long show of like talking, because it'll be chaos and loud. However, I may be getting. I'm not going to say I am definitely, because I don't want to like let everyone down if it doesn't happen. But my name has been thrown into the ring for possible VIP status. I'm not going to go any deeper than that because I don't know enough of the information, and I'm going to protect the people who are involved with that, because and it may not happen. I may just show up at the event, hang out in the back, and take some pictures and listen to it. I may be somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, I'll be here doing a show with Jason either way. But it's very possible that I might be in deeper there, which would be pretty cool. We don't know how deep, but we'll see. And then election night. Yes. So election night, I'm going to plan on going live at least maybe afternoon on. We'll see. And then what I'd like to do is obviously we can have you on, but I also would like to have on for all the patriots out there, the noble patriots out there. We'll probably do a call-in show. I have a new soundboard here where I can actually connect my phone and people can Skype in or maybe even Google phone in, so I can actually bring them on the air from a audio standpoint. So I'm definitely going to probably go live. I will definitely be live like I did last night. We'll see how the actual format is, but we're gonna fill you in on everything that's going on that night. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Awesome.
And yeah, and if anybody like wants any documents or anything like that, I mean, just get a hold of me, and I'll help as much as possible. Any questions or anything like that, they feel free to contact me. Because we want to make sure that everybody, like everybody's in full understanding that of what these savages, what they've done, and it's like this whole collection. I mean, this is yours as well. I mean, this is everyone's. The knowledge is free. We have it all, and it's not like we're being hacked or anything like that. But it's just like
the knowledge has always been there. The knowledge. I mean, this is the beautiful thing about Jason. And by the way, I'm going to drop my I'm going to drop your PayPal link again for supplies. But the knowledge is all like that thing that we showed you from Nibiru tonight. That's unscripted, meaning all you have to do is Google or search the right things. All this stuff is public. The thing is, they counted on people not being conscious and awake enough to go look for this stuff and actual study it, but it's all free. It's not paid for. I mean, other than a Scribd membership of like $10 a month, it's all there. So good stuff, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Cause, it's one of those things that, like if there's like issues like with audio and everything like that too, constructive criticism, I mean, I'll accept any bit of it, No, it's fine though.
It's been great. You're other than this, a little bit earlier, and it sounded good on my end, a little muffled there. Guys, you're asking questions about timeline. I'm not going to go into that tonight. We've been through timeline before, so go back and watch some of the other shows. We'll go through it again as we head into October. But all we can say is, yes, the timeline we've talked about, obviously October is going to be a boom month because it always is any election. You're going to have October surprises, trump cards, etc. Halloween is full moon night going into the election, which is going to be more chaos, most likely. You're going to have chaos after the election, no matter what happens. And then you're walking into November and December where the storm is here. So the only thing I can tell you is plan. It could go perfectly well. It could be wonderful and nothing bad could happen, or it could be chaos and hell. So as I've told you all, prepare. You have to have your Second Amendment ready to go. You have to have your food for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever you want. Make sure you have stuff. And hopefully you never have to use it, but have it ready. Okay? All right, dude. I'm going to go get some sleep. You got to get some sleep.
Yeah, I know. I've been up for quite a few days and you just can't get sleep. I mean, finding this morning, it's just like, like a kid's, in a candy shop, and I'm just like,
I understand.
And I know you're up here, and then if anybody has any questions, feel free to hit me up, and I'll help as much as I can.
All right.
So
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much for being on tonight.
Right. Thank you very much.
This is Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network with Jason Q. You guys have an amazing evening. I will see you back here tomorrow night, and then we'll tell you what's going to go on Friday. But have a wonderful evening. Go out there, study, get your gnosis on. All right. Be well, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.